Hey YouTube, thanks for joining the Second Time Lucky mining channel. Today we will be covering my first week's ROI since I bought the mining rig. Let's jump straight into it. The first sheet in my crypto accounting Excel, it's probably an important one for me personally, is the journal. I'd like to record all of the actions that I performed, either being at hardware purchases or trades. That's one of the lessons that I've learned out of the last bull market. I can't remember why I did certain things. Either bought hardware, sold hardware, flipped a coin, and I really can't remember that far back. So this time around, I'm looking to record exactly what I did and explaining or at least noting down the reasoning behind that specific either purchase or trade so that I can use that to learn in the future. Tracking expenses is probably the most important thing, not only for calculating ROI, but also for the taxman. For me, I keep it simple. There's a CapEx bucket and a OpEx bucket. CapEx would be all of the graphics cards, PSUs, motherboards, cases, those type of things that would be in there. OpEx would be the big expense would be electricity, and like Hive OS would be something else that would fall in that bucket. What's in here, there's two things that I'm very excited for is the Optiminer case. I haven't built in a server case before, so I'm very excited for that. So hopefully in the new year I'll have the chance to do that, and also a Bobcat helium miner. So I'm excited to have a go at that in the new year as well. There's a long lead time, probably like most of the other guys that support one, so I'll have to go and wait. The next sheet that I've got in the spreadsheet is the wallet sheet. So for obvious reasons, I wouldn't go into that, but it contains all of the wallets that I have, where it is, on what exchange, is it a hardware wallet, is it the exchange wallet, all those details. Next up is staking. So this is something that is new to me and that wasn't really a thing in the last bull run. So I'm looking to learn a little bit more in this space. But what I record here is exactly what it looks like. What am I staking? How much am I staking? Where am I staking it? And what is the, in crypto terms, the API, but in general terms, the interest or dividends that I can expect to get out of that. What I'm missing still in the Excel that I still need to add, and again, this is a working in progress, is the period, the start date and end date if it is locked up. So I'm looking to add that in the future. The next sheet in the list is assets. So for obvious reasons, I wouldn't go into that, but it will contain a list of all of the coins that I have. How much do I have in that specific coin? What is that coin worth? And where is that coin located? So if it's an exchange, if it's in a soft wallet, that type of thing. So think of it as the net asset value of all of the cryptocurrency that I have. The next sheet in the spreadsheet is probably very important. So this is really where we calculate ROI, and it's really simple. In the end of the day, it's basically, now it's a weekly bucket, but probably going forward it will be monthly. But it's, what is the total expenses? So that's a combination of capex and opex at the end of that period of time. So from this date till that date, cumulatively, what is the expenses, and then how much coins have I mined in that period or in total, and then what is the value of that based on the exchange rate at that specific point in time. So the idea here is to track how much coin am I getting, what is that coin worth at that specific point in time, and then that will obviously be a certain value put against the total expenses that I have at that point in time. So that will give you an idea of how far are you away from breaking even in the end of the day. So it's really not rocket science. It's simple. For me, you can complicate it. A typical accountant would do depreciation and calculate still assets on some of the hardware that I have, because you can definitely sell it back to somebody else. But for me at least, I'm not planning to sell anytime soon. I'm keeping it simple for now, but I do have still the sales column at the back where I can specify what the idea is to specify any hardware that I sell or coins that I sell at the end of the day. So that's what needs to go in there. But you can complicate this a lot further by calculating depreciation and doing various other things. But for me, for now, I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible to make it not a chore to fill it in also at the end of the day. So, it's still a hobby and I still need to enjoy it. But again, this is just what I'm doing. I'm happy to learn. So if you could specify in the comments if you've got better ideas or other ideas, I'd love to hear from you guys to understand what are you doing and why are you doing it, more importantly. Thanks for joining. I'll catch you next time. Cheers.